internet, LinkedIn, Facebook, diverse marketing, diverse insights, Kid at Heart, everybody that follows our conversations in quarantine about trends and toys in the toy business. Today, we have our first celebrity. Well, rather, he knows a celebrity. He also is one of the 3 founding members of Endless Games. Brian, say hello.
Hello. Thanks for having me, Steve. A celebrity is a reach,
Brian,
but I appreciate it.
Why would I insinuate that you know a celebrity? You have a special connection. You are a founding member of a pop culture phenomenon.
You know, those words have been used to describe what got me in this business in the first place 25 plus years ago at this point. But yeah, my friends and I from college back in 1994 created the game The 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. I just happen to have a paperback copy of the book here. Yeah, so we made that as a game in college in '94. After college, we were like a stupid human trick on morning radio and different talk shows and things like that. We wound up going on Howard Stern. Howard Stern put us in touch with the William Morris Agency. They got us a book deal with Penguin Publishing. And all the time that this was going on, 2 guys named Mike Gasser and Kevin McNulty, who had history in the toy industry because they had been a part of the team that brought Trivial Pursuit to the US. And then they were the original company to introduce Pictionary and Balderdash and some other great games like that. So they were between successes and looking to launch a new company. We had this sort of bar type trivia game linking actors back to Kevin Bacon that we were doing. And it was kind of like the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. We got together and the rest is history. 25 years later, we're still making games at Endless Games.
I'm extra excited for this episode because after 25 years, a new game is being debuted for the first time on a web show by Endless Games. They've waited this long to use this platform because normally it doesn't work. But we think Camera Roll is the game that's going to break the mold. We think it could be digitized. We think it's super fun. We think it hits all the proper retail trends in terms of product, packaging. It's really going to stand out. And people are dying to show off all the content that they have on their phone. Brian, can you show us what Camera Roll is?
Camera Roll is this, the newest game from Endless Games. You can look up more about it on endlessgames.com, but it will be hitting retail shelves everywhere within the next week, 2 weeks, month or so. So ask for it by name. And we all carry around 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 photos that just live in our pocket. And we never have a chance to show those moments off. We take pictures of everything from our breakfast to our kids' first steps to, you know, whatever it may be, you know, a bike ride or, you know, a Halloween party. In any case, you're taking photos and they just sort of hide out in your pocket or in your purse or wherever you keep your phone. And they only really see the light of day if you're kind of going through something and you want to show someone a specific photo. So now Camera Roll, it's a game that uses those pictures. It says, hey, we all have photos. Do you have a picture of riding bikes in your phone? Do you have a picture of a movie theater? Do you have a picture of an amusement park? And chances are, if you go through the 2,000 photos that we carry around with every day, you can find things that are on these cards. And Camera Roll is basically close to 300 cards of different topics, different prompts, and it's all about particular Camera Roll. And then you want to tell the story behind it. Like, why did you take that photo in the first place? Why was that moment important to you? And so we get to share our lives, you know?
And we thought it would make for a fun format for our interview with Brian Turtle. So we're going to play 5 rounds of Camera Roll live on the Triple H. And so Brian, you pick the cards. I'll text you. We'll put the picture up on the screen so everybody can see and play along. But what's the first prompt card? And we'll make this, we'll see how fun we can make this be.
I have the first card right here and it says costume. So now we're all going through our.
So you'd have like a few seconds. It's pretty fast.
Yes.
I've
It's a
set.
minute. I'm sorry. There's a sand timer. So we do clock each other. I think we can beat that though.
We're going sent.
Hang on. Sent. I didn't get yours yet. Oh, here it is.
Here's yours.
You know,
Okay.
this is what you call a good old fashioned prince off. All
The
right.
Prince off is on. I don't
So
know. I mean, I think mine, I just want to clarify, mine is a hybrid between Prince and Jon Snow. It is a
it's true.
mashup, what they call in cosplay circles.
That is nice, a nice mashup. Mine
Mhm.
is authentically Prince and no Jon Snow whatsoever. The point and the story, because what happens is we both got in before the 60-second timer, so we'd score a point. Then there's a bonus point to whoever has the best story behind their photo. So there'd be a judge, and in this case, I'm going to tell you the story behind my photo is that picture was
Losing one.
taken at the Astra Air Band lip sync battle, not
Oh,
air
that's
band, but the
actually
lip
kind of
sync
cool.
battle. Yeah. So of course, Astra, the American Specialty Toy Retailers
Shout out Astra.
Association, we've done the lip sync battle now for the past 5 years, and that year I did "Let's Go Crazy" by Prince, and that was my costume. So that's the story behind that photo.
Did you win?
Thanks. You're throwing the match.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So first question, Mr. Turtle. We
Hmm.
know how you got into this we got into this business through the
Yeah.
awesome story of Kevin
6
Bacon.
degrees. Yeah.
As someone who's brought over 100 games to market, if someone else has a great idea to for a board game or a party game, what are the first steps?
Well, it's a heck of a lot different, and there's a clearer pathway nowadays. I mean, when we did the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, the internet was still new. There was no Kickstarter or any of those crowdfunding type services. So those are great avenues for new game developers to introduce new product and to sort of incubate like that. Um, the other way is you go look up Endless Games, or you go look up another board game company that you like their products. If your game is something similar, or you think it would fit, the product line of a particular company, reach out to them. I know at Endless Games, we're always looking at new product, and we encourage inventors to reach out and show us their stuff, and we hope that somebody out there has the next Pictionary or the next Trivial Pursuit.
Amazing. All right, brother. What's
Yeah.
the next card on camera roll?
Oh, all right. Next card up is in a foreign country.
Foreign country.
All
Okay,
right.
it's like us traveling again through our memories.
Yes. Does Camden, New Jersey count as a foreign country? I don't think so.
Yeah,
All right.
New
I got
Jersey.
some.
It is a bit foreign.
Yes,
Sent.
it is. Sent. Let me see yours here.
Yours is okay.
Ooh.
Is this in
Oh.
Benihana?
It's the closest I could come. What that is that's it. That's in Japan in Epcot Center. So how they have so that's at Epcot in the Teppen Edo restaurant in Japan, which
Okay.
is technically like a foreign country.
I mean,
I
real
have-
close.
I don't think I've been out of the States since I had an iPhone. So I have no other photos of foreign countries. And what's your photo?
Mine
this,
is actually in Japan. This is in Akihabara when we went to Tokyo Toy Fair last
Wow.
year.
I'm curious to know what the woman in the red dress is saying to the girl in like the orange skirt there. What's going on
They're
with that?
talking about my shirt and how boisterous it
How
is.
manly it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
camouflage.
sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. I'm gonna give that round to you since mine was kind of a cheat.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so next
So
question.
if we'd be keeping score, it does come with a scorecard, and we'd be each at 2 points to 2 points because we each got the photos before the 60-second timer. My story won in round 1, yours won in round 2, so we get a tie game going on.
Okay. Well, Brian, as you know, the game and puzzle super category is up almost 250% year over year. People are playing more games and making more puzzles at home. What are you and your family playing? What games, whether it's from Endless or from somebody else, are really doing it right now?
Yeah, well, actually, one of my personal favorites is our AKA game, which is behind me, AKA also known as, and that's a game that takes titles of movies and songs and people's names, kitchen appliance, what have you, and replaces those titles with words that mean the same thing. So, an example would be if I said, "What one-hit wonder song is also known as Which of You Freed the Canines?"
Mm.
The answer is Who Let the Dogs Out?
Woof,
So
woof.
that's right. So that's a
Solid.
clever one, and we do like playing that. I also enjoy this one over here from Amigo Games called What the Heck. So uh, I don't mind talking up another company. I love all the other smaller game companies out there. Heck, I like all the game companies out there. And to your point, uh, games being up, it's a little misleading. It is up when you look at the quantified data across mass market channels, Amazon, Walmart, Target, and what have you. But I will say that we're doing we're doing business with literally a loss of about 70% of our customer base because of all of those specialty markets, all those Astra customers that I was speaking about, the American Specialty Toy Retailers Association. So when this pandemic lifts and people are out shopping again, I always encourage everyone to shop small, buy local, go to your local toy and game stores. Those are the places where new product really get to come to life.
Awesome, man. All right, brother. You know what time it is? It's time for card number 3 in camera roll, the
Right.
digital version.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. All right. Card number 3 is Bad Hair Day,
Bad hair day.
which I might add, this is a DIY cut. I don't have a stylist neighbor like some people I know.
I'm rocking the business mullet, as you know.
Yeah, you are. Business in the front, party in the back. All right.
I bet you had that in the 80s. I know you did.
You know, I had like the ducktail look in the back. It was weak.
Mm.
Okay, where are you at? So this is in my camera roll. This isn't a picture of me. It's not a picture of anyone in my family, but it is something I have in my camera roll of a bad hair day. It fits the bill. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter this and see if my story is enough to carry it to the win.
Okay. I think yours just came in. Mine's sending through still. I'm going to tell my kids this was Ruth from the Ozarks. That's pretty good. Memes
Yeah.
are very allowed here. In fact, as mine comes through,
Ooh, I see it. Here's the video.
it's a little video action. Yeah.
So you're saying, just we'll get to the photo stories in a second, but when you talk about memes being allowed, anything that exists on your camera roll, if you've taken a photo of it and it lives in your phone, it's fair game. There are also cards in the game that say search up on them. And in this case, when you get a search up card, you can go on TikTok or you can go on Instagram or you can go on whatever social media you want to and use somebody else's camera or use somebody else's photo to find what's on the card. But in this case, this meme that I submitted did happen to exist in my photo library, in my camera roll. And I'll go ahead and tell you my story first. It's Justin Timberlake, and I just found that photo hilarious, and I did like the meme commentary on it. I'm going to tell my kids this is Ruth from Ozark. So
Ruth has bad hair.
That's my bad hair day. What's your story?
Well, I thought that the card said Rad Hair Day and sent you a picture of an awesome design being shaved into my head. You know, there's not a lot of bad hair days here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's not like Supercuts where I go. That's a real shop right there.
All right, what's the fourth card, Mr. Turtle?
Oh. Yeah, fourth card. Okay, this is
fun, man.
Yeah, I love it. And you know what's great is you can play this way via Zoom. You can do camera roll whether you're in the same room. You can do it over a Zoom call. You can do it, digitally, virtually, however you want to call it. Anyway, this is a little open-ended. This is called "It Was a Good Idea at the Time."
Okay, this one's a little tougher.
Yeah, I like the ones that kind of have a little bit more of a loose interpretation because a lot of it's kind of more open-ended, and the stories can really carry a picture one way or another.
You know, this This one is funny. It's also kind of, you reminisce as you scroll real fast too. It just
That's
gets you to thinking
you
about
hit
some
the
other
nail on
things.
the head when you reminisce. I mean, listen, I've been selling games for 25 years, and I say this so many times it kind of gets to be rote, but the games are about the journey and not the destination. So a game like Camera Roll, that is so inherent in looking through photos, learning about your friends and your family and yourself by way of your photo library. And so it's all about the journey in this game. But you're right, it can bring up nostalgia the deeper you go into your photo bank to find something that's on the card. In any case, did you get mine?
I did. I'm opening it up.
All right. Oh boy, this is this you?
That is one of my best friends.
Oh boy.
He decided to take a nap after one. It was the night after my birthday, or the morning after my birthday, and a lot of friends flew to Dallas. So it was a good idea at the time to take them for a cultural experience at the JFK Museum at 10 a.m. after going hard till 5 in the morning.
Oh my God.
So yeah,
he's actually curled up napping at the JFK Museum?
In the elevator of the JFK Museum. He just did.
Gosh,
He just couldn't know. That was it.
That's so un-American. That's amazing though. That one trumps me. My photo is my daughter Sophie, one of our quarantine days, looking for a fun activity to do. So we were trying to paint my face like Michelangelo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And I think she's using a marker there. So it was, yeah. So
self-care.
That's right. Thankfully, it all washed off.
Why do you associate with Michelangelo more than the other Ninja Turtles?
Oh gosh, I wish I had a cool answer for that with my last name being Turtle, but I don't know.
Do you like pizza?
I like pizza, sure. As a matter of fact, after we painted the faces like that, we made pizzas that night. So it was just arts and crafts all around.
That's super experiential. I really like that.
I'm giving you the point on that one because your buddy curling up in the elevator at the JFK Museum, that's a trump card right there.
That's good. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. We want to know what you're going to miss most about the trade shows, right? This project in general is in an effort to bring people together while we can't necessarily be together in a physical space, talking the same way about great products, new marketing ideas, and extracting insights to better ourselves and our companies. What are you going to miss most? What are you going to be able to replace?
I'm not going to be able to replace a show like Astra. That's the Marketplace and Academy. It was to be in Orlando, Florida next month in June. And it really is a show that's such about the fellowship, the camaraderie in this industry we work in. Some of our trade shows are very cutthroat and sort of sterile in their environment. But when you go to a show like Astra, it's so warm and welcoming, and idea sharing is so prevalent there. I'll miss that. And of course, Astra is also the home of the lip sync battle, which was always a fun night out. So, we have fun in this business, and I miss a lot of the folks that we have the fun with. And I hope everybody's out there doing well. I hope to see all of our toy industry friends again real soon.
I think we will. Well, I think it's the fifth and final card in our Camera Roll episode. I'm so excited to debut this game. I think there's something about it that isn't available in the marketplace. It's so simple yet so I would say you could play it so many times. Multi-playable, whatever. Is that a good word? It's not a good word.
It's multi-playable. Let's go with it.
Multi-playable. Yeah. Fifth. I think I'm in the lead. Can you recap the scores before we hit this last one?
Yeah, you are in the lead because you won on the elevator one for sure.
Okay.
I think I won on Justin Timberlake's hair card. You won on Japan. You gave it to me on the Astra story for the Prince card. So it's a tie game. It's toss-up. It's 8-8 after 4 rounds.
Sudden death, like the movie I'm Jean-Claude.
That's right. And this is an appropriate one. Another one that's a little open-ended. That's squad goals. Squad goals.
This one's tough.
There's a lot of different avenues you could take with this. I've got kids on soccer. I've got kids on swim.
Yeah.
I've got friends who we dress up and do goofy things, but I'm gonna go with this. I think
Mm,
this is
wine scent.
appropriate. Wine scent. Ah, nice. Okay, well, this is we strangely managed to hit the same nail again, just like
There's
we
some
did on the first
sports
card.
trash talk here. Dallas to Philly, because I sent a picture of me sitting next to Emmitt Smith, 3-time Super Bowl winning Hall of Fame running back. One time in first class. It was the coolest thing ever. Squad goals, go Cowboys. Mr. Turtle,
Yeah.
what did you send?
I sent the Doritos bag of the flavor Nacho Year with Dak Prescott on the cover there and Ezekiel Elliott whining, Jerry Jones whining, and I think
Yeah.
if you zoom in,
I see the crying Jordan in there. I don't even want to talk about it. I see it. I'm taking the win because it's my show. Brian Turtle, good job. Awesome plug for Camera Roll the Game. Put it back up on the screen, please. When is it shipping? Tell us what awesome retailers are already buying it. We can't wait for you to play it.
Yeah, Books A Million is already buying it. They should have theirs very shortly. Obviously, it's going to be available on Amazon very shortly. But like I said, let's get out there. Barnes & Noble will also have this in the fourth quarter. But let's go out there and support our local shops and ask for Camera Roll from Endless Games at those stores. And let's all, play together.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you. You've been the best guest that knows a celebrity, the best one of all of them.
It's an exclusive club. Thank you for having me, Steve.
Thanks, man. Talk soon.
Take care.